So this is a screenshot from my bank. First year, we did $2.7 million in sales. So because our store health dropped below 4%, we don't get like fast settlement. All right, boys, I want to yap a little bit. A lot of you have been asking for this lengthier video and kind of give you guys some behind the scenes stuff from the number standpoint. Obviously, we're running a decent bit of business, but there's a lot of issues that we come across. So, if you want to hear a yap, stay tuned. Anyway, get right into it. Essentially, April 15th was our anniversary launch and we did really well in terms of sales. But the issue was we got quite a bit of sales. Our staff was low and we were a little bit behind on orders, and as a result, our store points on TikTok Shop went below 4.0. As a result, I didn't get fast settlement money, meaning for a whole week I didn't get paid out, and that created this issue because we have fixed income, especially on the first of the month. We have to pay the rent, we have to pay the employees, we have to pay the manufacturers. So my bank hit negative again, which again, luckily for the last 3 to 4 weeks, we didn't hit any negative. This was one more time that we hit, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. So this is a screenshot from my bank. Basically, I had $4,000 negative, and my personal account, this is my only savings account, by the way. I do not have any secondary savings, putting all my money into one. Bank hit $5,000 negative, and then I texted my wife. I think she had some savings account. She transferred over $20,000 from her. We had like our Ekko clothing account, which had 4.5 because we have to do separate transaction. But yeah, we basically needed 6K to avoid negative. So the reason is we have employee payment. We use something called OnPay to pay the direct deposit to our W2 employees and everything else, right? And if your account doesn't have enough funding, they delay the process like crazy. So it's like kind of nerve-wracking when you have negative like that. It's not good. It's not good because like even though we send out payment today, it will pay the employees like a week or two later. And some of these guys, they need their money right now. They have to pay their bills and the first of the month too. Anyway, a little bit of a, it just kind of like, it is what it is. I also want to talk to you guys about kind of like Gymshark's financial and kind of just like how we relate to it as a brand that's kind of like similar to Gymshark and somebody that actually looks up to Gymshark also. So I'm in my office. I apologize. My office is very messy. So here's the thing. So in 2020, you'll see as the year goes, 2021, 2022, their sales went up dramatically, more than doubled, which is incredible. However, one thing I always talk about is the net margin. This is what matters because how much are we actually netting after paying all the marketing fee, distribution fee, admin fee, operation fee, all that, right? So we have literally like it's dropping from 9.5 to 9.1 to 4.7 to 1.9 and 1.2 and so on. So that's where we are. The first year we did $2.7 million in sales. Our net profit was like a little bit more than 10%. Second year, we did $11.6 million in sales, and our net profit just dropped slightly below 10%. But then like last year, we did $46 million in sales. 40 came from TikTok Shop, and it dropped even below 10%. Like it was a slightly above 9% though, which is awesome, but I can see it like dramatically going lower and lower as the brand is growing. Basically what's happening is we had a new arrival day campaign in the last summertime, but we had to spend a lot of money on ads. We also had to do discounts of 30 to 60% off top line list price. So imagine you're selling it at the lowest price possible, plus you have to spend ads. So that's a requirement that you get from TikTok Shop as a seller. You have to spend this much money in 3 days period or whatever the campaign is. So they give you the spotlight in the front page of TikTok Shop, right? For 3 days, let's say. And the banner is costing you this much. And it's just kind of like, I ended up losing a lot of money on those campaigns, and they offered us, because we exceeded our 3 days goal in 1 day, and we did really well. Again, if you're selling the products at that discount plus adding that much ads, of course it's going to be successful. So they offered us multiple times, the brand days, the super brand day, and the new arrival day campaign. We just couldn't because the requirement was hitting $1.5 million in goal, but you also have to spend, I think, more than like $300,000 in ads in like a matter of 5 days, which is something I cannot do. Imagine from $1.3 million, take out $300,000 in just ad expenditures, then you have to spend the discount, then you have to pay on average, like we do, I think 15% on commission to the affiliates. So affiliates, the athletes, plus their salary, of course, plus the referral fee from TikTok Shop and all that. It just adds up like a madman. I'm like, where am I making money? This is like straight up, I'm going to be netting negative again. So you just have to respectfully deny, I cannot be part of that again, whatever, So like, let me give you an example. So because our store health dropped below 4%, we don't get like fast settlement. So as a result, normally you see some money getting processed or paid in here. This is where you see the breakdown. But as you see, this is like right now at $700,000 in hold. And then if you go to payouts and if you go to detail, this is what I'm talking about when I like look at the fees. So let's say on this settlement, we got $44,000 net paid. That's what I got paid. From there, the payable amount. So our net sales is after discount, after affiliate fees. So let's say if our net sale was $100,000 from there they have to subtract almost $9,000. That's well above 10% of our net sales in shipping. Then their referral. So from it's just like, let's say $80,000 in sales in a day, and we only get 40,000 of that, $44,000 net. It's a bit rough because I don't think you guys understand, because a lot of you guys explain. I have been asking, why is the energy drink not on retail? Why is it not free shipping? These energy drinks cost so much money to ship out, and we have to cover the shipping. We cover shipping if you spend $30 or more. And it's just like, I want to do business, but at the same time, like, I need to profit some money of it. I'm pouring millions of my money every single month, every single day at this point. It's like, I need to get return back. So anyway, another reason why we're not on retail, to be honest with you, I can't afford it. So with TikTok Shop and Amazon, they pay you, I believe, 2-3 weeks later when it's like delivered. We're at a stage where we can take that kind of hit, but for retail, it's like 3-4 months. Remember, to make the product, you have to pay a deposit, and then like 2-3 months later, you get the product. So now it's like 2 months of like this, let's say, producing the products, right? You're not gonna see the return. Then you send them the product, they receive it. It takes them forever to receive, and all that. So let's say another couple weeks. Then 3 months later, you finally get paid if it sells. Like, I can't take that kind of hit. This is what I mean. It's like when you go to retail, like Walmart, all those big chains, you have to have millions of dollars sitting in your bank. I can't do that when I'm already netting negative in my cash flow. And one of the reasons, you'll see what I mean, why we did the cash flow, because I went so aggressively to beat the tariff, to be able to have the inventory where we have a lot of inventory now for direct to consumer, but we're definitely not ready for online sales. The good thing is, bro, like in the last 30 days, we did about $1.5 million in clothing, and 996K came from in the last 30 days, just the beaters. And here's where the beater kind of comes into play. So one of the biggest reasons I got into, let's say, bad cash flow is because we have so much inventory. We have more than $8-9 million of it at the warehouse at the moment. If we didn't have this kind of inventory, we would not be hitting, let's say, $100,000 a day. Last month, we did $3.3 million in gross sales from all three platforms, whether it was Amazon, TikTok Shop, and the website. So here you're seeing the sheer amount of inventory that we have, which is the reason why the cash flow is what it is. So, and it's just like aisles of inventory. And these are just the one that has arrived and we already started selling, right? But there's more that are already on the way. I believe I have 300,000 units that are literally in transit right now. And that's with the tariff, by the way. Like, tariff is impacting the ones that are on the way. So I believe those have been received a while back. The guys hasn't like finished them to put on their home location. This is why our cash flow is what it is now. So let's say this is the inventory. So we have the blanks, more beaters over there, supplements, and it just keeps going. So part of the reason why the cash flow is the way it is we have the inventory. So right now, let's say I'm not ordering a lot of goodies because I'm pretty much set for the next 3-4 months, but I need to get to a stage where, because Amazon is picking up, and on Amazon alone, I believe we did almost $275,000 in clothing last month, which is insane. So we need to send out inventory to Amazon. This is actually our Amazon section. So the people over here, what they do is they ship out every single week. I believe we send like a full truckload worth almost every single week now. Combination of supplements and combination of with clothing, of course. So we do send some energy drinks, but not seeing super high result on that. But anyway, that's kind of like the nutshell of my business of Ekko at the moment. I don't know if this helps any of you guys, but let me know if this helps. If this is the kind of videos that you guys want to see, then I'll go ahead and kind of move forward with it. I'll record more and more videos for you guys. Thank you guys for staying tuned. If you subscribed, thank you. If not, all good. Peace, peace, peace.